Hey all, I just wanted to reach out and give you an update on what to expect moving forward in the next few weeks on how your continued learning plan is going to look for FST. Okay, so first up, we officially start this Wednesday, April 1st. You should have gotten a maroon and gold calendar emailed to you by Mr. Straub. Okay, that maroon and gold calendar has the same maroon and gold days, but the blocks of time look different to minimize the amount of time you're spending on the computer. Okay. To get started here, what we want to talk about is finishing up chapter 8. So gold people, you still have to turn in 8.4 and 8.5 homework, okay, and then do 8.7. Maroon people, you've already done 8.7. You'll just need to turn in that homework. Okay, so a little bit different on the schedule for that, but you'll see that posted on Canvas. Then we're on the same page as reviewing for chapter 8. So review is going to look similar. You'll have a packet that you can complete. You can either print that if you have access to a printer, or just do it on notebook paper is fine. But we will probably do a whiteboard review via Zoom. That's the program I'm using right now to record this. And I'll talk a little bit more about that here in a second. Then our chapter 8 test is scheduled for Wednesday, April 8th. Okay, so that's when it opens up on Canvas. You will have a couple days to get that done, just to allow some flexibility there for different schedules. Okay, after that, we're going to go back to trig. Okay, we skipped over it just for a little bit. Okay, but I have made some adjustments to make your life a little bit easier here. This trig is going to be mostly note card stuff. There's formulas that deal with trig identities, so you'll need to print that off from Canvas or recreate it on a note card so you can use it this chapter. You'll also need access to the orange note card, and I've uploaded that as well, okay, for some of the things that we're going to do in this new chapter. But basically how it's going to look is each week moving forward, once we're done with chapter 8, we're going to do 2 lessons. So even if maroon and gold says you have 3 days where you would have FST, it's 2 assignments. Okay, so you'll have Monday through Friday to get those done. Canvas has more specific details on when those are due, but the flexibility as when you start them, that is up to you. Okay, you are allowed to work on them whenever you're able to. Just pay attention to the due dates on those assignments. Okay, again, you can print them out if you can, or you can write them on notebook paper. What's going to look different is homework, how you submit it. So since we aren't able to submit this face-to-face, I have set up assignments on Canvas for you to turn them in, and then I put instructions on the announcements for Canvas on a PDF scanner that allows you to change your homework pictures that you take into a PDF that you're able to turn in there. Okay, so pay attention to that announcement for instructions on that. I did set up a practice assignment just so we're all on the same page to get that rolling this week, okay? Make sure if you are doing this on your own notebook paper that you're organizing your information so I can see clearly those problems. Okay, again, not only did I shorten the amount of lessons, okay, I've also shortened the homework significantly. All homework is only 1 page front and back. You're welcome. But also I've cut out the proofs. Okay, the reason for this is it's really not ideal to talk about trig proofs over virtual type learning because there's so many different ways to do it. And I thought that might be a good compromise, is to ditch that and concentrate on the stuff that we can be successful with. But important details here, we are going to have a Canvas quiz over the 2 lessons each week. A lot of these end up falling on a Wednesday, I think, for your schedule, but look at that on Canvas for details, specific dates. But both those lessons that I said you can be flexible on will be due the day that the Canvas quiz opens up, okay? After that, we're going to review and test over, not logarithms, sorry about that, this trig stuff, but that test will be on Canvas as well. Okay, so a little bit different than what we're used to, but good news is we will not have a final exam. So this will be the last thing we do to end the year strongly. I talked about Zoom just a little bit and I said I'd come back to it. So what's important to know other than the changes in how you turn stuff in is changes in how you get your questions answered. So the maroon and gold schedule is going to be really handy for us. So with that, I have 9:35 here, but all of your class periods are different. So you need to look on the maroon gold calendar if you have G1, M1, or M3 in terms of when your FST class is. That is when I will hold a Zoom conference for you to ask me questions live. Okay, so every day I'm going to post on Canvas a link to join this, and you'll be able to access that to be able to ask me questions. Additionally, because again, flexibility is important here for all of us, you can email me at any time and I'll answer those as quickly as possible as well. Last couple things I want to show you before we get off here is just what Canvas looks like and where you can find all this information you're going to need. So here's what my Canvas page looks like. Yours might be a little bit different, but you'll get the idea. So just like normal, all your documents that you'll need are in that tab and all the videos you'll need right there. Okay, they're in order, so no problems there. I will tell you that some of the homework assignments have some proofs that you get to just skip, and some of the videos I've shortened the lessons so that you get to just skip over those problems as well. If you have any questions with that, just let me know, but I'll try to indicate those changes as the week shows up when they occur. But right above it is your schedule of assignments. So when you click on that, you'll get to see the specific due dates for all of these assignments, whether they're quizzes or homework. Okay, so I'll pull that up for you to see. So here we are. Basically, this has got your 8-7, and I've color coded them. Again, there are Zoom conferences on here, but that really just depends on when your class period is. So all of these assignments are flexible. What's really important is you pay attention to the due dates. Okay, when they're assigned, whatever, but when they're due, that's going to be important. Another place that you can look for that, I'll go back to Canvas here. On the left-hand side on Canvas, if you haven't used this yet, it's something that you'll really want to pay attention to moving forward, not only for this class, but keeping your other classes organized as well. If you go over to the left-hand side, you have a calendar option. And with that, it basically puts all of the different assignments that you have in one place. So I'm going to scroll over here to April because that's where most of our assignments are going to be. And I'll click on FST to show those. Okay, on the right-hand side here, I can click and unclick different classes. So all of the assignments due dates are in here, so that keeps it kind of organized as well. Okay, if you're a planner person, it might be important to jot these down as well for you to figure that out. But that's basically all I wanted to share with you right now. If you do have any questions, feel free to email me.